This time of year, when the trees begin to turn and the pumpkins and mums appear in front of Pratt's Country Store, thoughts of Thanksgiving arise in my heart from the beauty of the season. This morning I asked, what in your life do you thank God for? In our story, Jesus is on his way to Jerusalem in a region that borders Samaria and Galilee. As he enters a village, 10 lepers approach. In that time, leprosy, anyone with any kind of skin disruption, was considered unclean. They were required when near other people to shout out, "Unclean, unclean," to warn others. They're used to people not looking, not engaging, not acknowledging their presence. Keeping their distance, they call out, "Jesus, Master, have mercy on us." When he sees them, he acknowledges them. His response is simple. Go and show yourselves to the priests. He makes no promises, gives no great verbiage to their predicament. He simply says, go. To go is a response of faith. The story lets us know that in going on their way, they are made clean. And then one notices he has been healed. He turns back, loudly praising God. He prostrates himself at Jesus' feet and thanks him. This one was a Samaritan, an outsider. We assume the rest were Jewish, yet all of them were quarantined, isolated from society, shunned. If the other 9 were Jewish, they were being obedient to the law as Jesus instructed. They were made clean, and with showing themselves to the priest, they are restored to society. But this one is made well, whole. Something deep within his soul is changed, transformed. That is what we call being saved. The Greek root word is sozo, and the meanings that come from it are healing, wholeness, salvation, wellness. When Jesus says to the foreigner, "Get up and go on your way, your faith has made you well." All 10 were obedient. Only one gave thanks to God. Obedience and faith in God is lived in the small and large decisions, thoughts and actions of everyday life. When we practice gratitude, we find that faith is given in abundance, pressed down and overflowing. What is wonderful is science is proving that being thankful restores one's being to wholeness. Practicing gratitude changes the brain. It is being proven in fMRIs. Studies reported in the Journal of the American Medical Association and the American Psychological Association from leading research institutes now show our brains change through the simple acts of gratitude, of counting one's blessings. Some experience this lesson as pointing to a personal lack of faith, especially in times when we believe a prayer is not answered. Perhaps, just perhaps, we are blinded to God's response by our expectations. Sometimes we express our own timetable. I want it, and we want it now. And this is what we want. But God's ways are not our ways, nor his thoughts our thoughts. Yet God is always with us. As a society, we are being fed a steady diet of anxiety and busyness, which serve to undermine a deeper relationship with God and ultimately undermines our faith and our well-being. The counter to this diet of anxiety begins with setting intentions, creating simple holy habits, and practicing them, acknowledging and living a life of blessing. It may sound like a huge, big thing, or it may sound contrite, but it all happens in simple little acts, thoughts, and intentions expressed through every moment of every day. One beginning is just to take time to reflect on someone who has touched your life, who you are grateful for. Maybe you've never expressed your gratitude. Maybe it's a parent or a teacher, even a stranger. Write a letter thanking that person for what they have done that has touched your life. You don't have to send it. The act of writing the letter, of expressing gratitude, changes us, begins to rewire the brain. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of little thanksgivings, of getting beyond ourselves, getting beyond the fear and anxiety. So I wonder, what are you thankful for today? And take a moment and write down up to 3 things you're thankful for today. There are little pieces of paper and pencils in the pews for you. And don't think about it too hard. Just zip, zip, zip. I'm thankful for. Tink, tink, tink. Take a moment, do that. We're going to do that right now. And then take it one step further. Turn to someone near you and say, today I am thankful for. And just say your 3. That's it. And let it be. As you go through your week, take a moment to thank those who provide a service, lend a hand, or offer a kindness. Appreciate the beauty, the chaos, the experiences that emerge. It is an intentional beginning. And then reflect on what you notice. Write it down. In 3 months, read what you've written, each day or week or randomly. And write down those most subtle things because they'll build up. And then give thanks to God. Give thanks to God for the gifts and graces in your life.